Hello everyone. I hope all of you had gone through all the videos till now we have shared with you. This is our next video in the same series which we were discussing, that is your admission of partners. In last video we discussed about your hidden goodwill, and I told you in that video that in next session we will be discussing one or two questions regarding your admission of partnership, which will contain each and everything about partnership, like your calculation of ratio, your treatment of goodwill, transfer of reserves, each and everything. Let's start with that. First of all, we understand your statement. P and S were partners in a firm sharing PSR into 3:2. So PSR is given, means old profit sharing ratio. Balance sheet, bank overdraft, provision for doubtful debts, V's loan, capital account, cash in hand, debtors, BR, stock, building and land. And let's see what are the adjustments they are given. On 1st April, they admitted V as a new partner on the following conditions. V will get 1/8 share in the profit of the firm. V's loan will be converted into his capital. The goodwill of the firm valued at 80,000. V brought, this is valued at, goodwill valued at, it is given. It means this is your firm goodwill. V brought in his share, goodwill in cash. Now you can understand they have cleared the informations that V brought in means entry relates to goodwill, and it is clearly mentioned that he brings goodwill in cash. So entry comes cash account debit to premium for goodwill. It means there is no need to adjust the goodwill into his capital or current account. Provision for doubtful debts is given, that is equal to 5% on debtors. Stock was to be reduced by land was. These are the information relates to your revaluation account. And what they asked to prepare: revaluation account, partners capital and balance sheet. So let's start with first your revaluation account. Revaluation account, we know that in case of appreciation in assets, means if your value of assets got increased, it means it comes into credit side because it is your profit gain, revaluation profit, because revaluation account is called nominal account. In the case of increase in assets or decrease in liability, will credit the same or vice versa. Okay, so land is increased by, let's see, land is increased by 10%. Okay, so let's see the value of land. Value of land is given 1,48,000. So 10% of that, it comes 14,800. So revaluation account would be credited by 14,800. Let's see. By land it is. Next they mention for your, just a sec. Next they mention for V's loan, land was to appreciate, it is done. Stock was to be reduced by 5%. So it means the value of stock goes down. So what do you have to do? You have to decrease the value of stock. Now let's see the stock value which is mentioned in your balance sheet, that is 50,000. So reduced means revaluation account debit, entry comes to stock, so 2,500. Provision for doubtful debts 5% on debtors. Once you apply this 5% on debtors, it comes 500. So profit and loss, it comes gain divided into old partners. One thing you have to remember, that once you calculate profit or loss in revaluation account, you have to divide that profit into old ratio, into old partners, because on this profit only 2% are authorized to have share. So that's why there would be no profit is given to new partners. Okay, next we are preparing capital account. Starts from your opening balance. It is given in your balance sheet 1,80,000 opening balance. And one thing more is given, if you see, that is V's loan. It is mentioned, yes, this one. V's loan will be converted into his capital. You can understand by looking at the balance sheet. It is mentioned over here, yes, over here, V's loan. So it means they have mentioned that V, before entering into that partnership, might be you have taken a loan of 20,000 from this person V. So he said better it is if you transfer this loan into my capital. What you gonna do? Just close this account, because V's loan is your liability. So liability is always has credit balance. So what you can do, just write off this loan. Entry comes V's loan account debit and transfer to V's capital account. Okay, and this becomes his capital. This is, so entry comes V's loan account debit to V's capital account. And next is goodwill. Let's see the treatment of goodwill. I told you that in case of goodwill, you have to first check in the questions what is given, whether that new partners brings his your goodwill in cash or not. If he brings in cash, entry come cash to premium and premium to existing partners or old partners in which ratio? Yes, sacrifice ratio. Now goodwill valuation is given. Valuation means goodwill is given, but that is goodwill of firm. But we have to calculate what? Only the share of new partners. New partner share is 1/8. Once you multiply 80,000 multiply 1/8, it comes 10,000. And you have to calculate what? Sacrifice ratio. Okay, so sacrifice ratio, there is need to calculate if new ratio is given. Otherwise you can assume that the sacrifice which is made by old partner, that would be always in your old ratio. So if new ratio is not given, then there is no need to calculate sacrifice ratio. Otherwise, because you can assume that sacrifice made by old partners into same ratio. So this ratio, old ratio, is called your sacrifice. So what do you have to do? 10,000 is called share of goodwill. Okay, 10,000 is called share of goodwill, and you have to divide this goodwill into that ratio. Yes, this is, once you divide 3 by 5, 2 by 5, it comes 6,000. It comes 6,000, 3 by 5, 4,000 it comes. Once you multiply 10,000 into 2 by 5, it comes 4,000. Got it? Then revaluation profit you have to transfer. This is revaluation account profit. You have to transfer the same to old partners. I told you earlier, yes, this one 7080 4720. Okay, 3 by 5, 2 by 5, total is 11,800. Once you divide into old ratio, it goes to credit side of your partner's capital. Now any kind of reserve it is given, in your old balance sheet, that would be transferred to old partners in old ratio. You can see here it is mentioned a reserve 15,000, I think so. Yes, it is mentioned 15,000. What do you have to do? You have to transfer this to old partners capital account. So we have transferred this old partners, old ratio. Okay, so 9,000, 6,000 means 15,000 multiplied by 3 by 5 multiply 2 by 5, it comes 9,000, 6,000. Once you just balance the same ledger account, make the total of P, balancing figure comes in 1222080. Balancing figure of S, it is 194720. Okay, and last is your 20,000. So this is called your capital account. This way you can calculate. This comes your balancing figure. Okay, so this is your balancing figure. Done? I think so. You understood the same. Next we move to balance sheet. Starts from whatever it is given. It might be in your permanence approach or cash or liquidity approach. Yes, land is given 1,48,000. So deduct. If your land is reduced, then you have to deduct the same. Otherwise, if there is appreciation in land value, yes, it is appreciation, so that would be added. Okay, so once you add 14800, it comes 162,800. Then building is given, there is no appreciation, there is no depreciation, so same value will come. BR, there is no change. Debtors, yes, there is a change. I think one information is there, that is your provision for doubtful debts. I think so. 500. Let's see the value of debtors first. 30,000. Yes, so change is there. So what you have to do, you have to check the value whether what it is given. Let's see again. Yes, debtor is given, provision for doubtful debts. What they have done, because provision it is given in liability side, they increase the provision. What you can do, you can deduct this 1500 from 30,000. It is always good. Okay, what you can do, you can just transfer the provision for doubtful debts into liability side, or you can deduct it from your debtors from the asset side. Stock, if it is reduced, then reduce the value of stock. Otherwise, if there is any appreciation, then you can increase the value. Cash, opening cash is given 8,000. Okay, then this is called the cash which is brought in by that old new partners, 10,000. So once you add that 10,000, it comes 18,000. Then liabilities, capital account, this is called closing capital. Yes, this you have solved now. Closing balancing figure 122,080,194,720 20,000. So 1,20,080 rupees, 1,94,720 rupees, 20,000. Once you make total, it comes your total capital of all the partners, including your new partners. Creditors value, it is given because there is no change in creditors. Bank overdraft, there is no change, so you can make total of that. This becomes your balance sheet of new firm. Balance sheet of new firm inclusive of your new partners V. Got it? So this way you can understand your full questions. Once they ask you for revaluation account, partners capital and balance sheet, basic thing they can ask you for revaluation account, capital account and balance sheet, and major one or two technical things they can ask you for, that is treatment of goodwill. In treatment of goodwill, you have to see whether the new partners brings his share of goodwill in cash or not. If he brings cash, then entry come cash to premium and premium to old partners in sacrifice ratio. Okay, other things I don't think that there would be some more technical terms comes in your admission of partnership, because basic things are and important, that is your treatment of goodwill. Okay, so revaluation account today we understand, how to prepare partners capital account we understand, and last is balance sheet. So till now 4 or 5 videos we have made and shared with you. Now what do you have to do? Just start the video and just try and understand the topic first, then solve first your sacrifice ratio means ratio questions, then goodwill. Then once you understand the basic topic of these kind of means treatment and sacrifice ratio, then go through your revaluation account. Then after understanding each and everything like hidden goodwill also, once you understood each and every concepts, what do you have to do? Then go for your lengthy questions. Okay, so I hope you understood the topic as well as the guidelines which I explained you. So better it is now starting from the basic concepts, then comes to lengthy question. Okay, so this is all about for today lectures. See you soon in next lecture and we'll discuss some new questions. Till then, goodbye and stay tuned for next. Thank you.